searching All Digital Radio. Simple, easy, and it's free. Just download, choose your station, and start listening. Your favorite radio network is now your favorite app. Go to alldigitalradio.com and download it today. Promote your music, product, or service on air for as little as $5. Visit our website for more details at alldigitalradio.com.
You are listening to the All Digital Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Papa Dirt Studios in beautiful downtown Farmville. The All Digital Radio Network is proud to present The Dirt Farmer Live. Your number one source for Farmville news, info, and insight. Now, here's your host, the Dirt Farmer, Locke Michaels.
The following broadcast is intended for mature listeners. If you have no sense of humor and get offended at those who do, then this radio show may not be for you. You may want to go knit something. The jokes and stunts performed on this show are done so by trained professionals. Do not attempt them at home. The All Digital Radio Network does not endorse a damn thing we say. So there you go.
Oh, it's my turn. And here we go. Oh, yeah, we got to do this again? Really? Oh, boy. Well, I guess we made it to the 4th of July. Did everybody make it to the 4th of July?
Yeah. Did the animals make it through the 4th of July?
Okay. I don't know about y'all's dogs. I mean, I hear stories about dogs going crazy whenever it thunders or there's fireworks. But my two just to like, what the hell was that? Make it stop. I don't want to hear that crap no more. And just go back chewing on whatever they were chewing.
My two paid no attention either. None of my dogs have ever paid any attention to firecrackers or fireworks and stuff. I mean,
go ahead.
Teddy used to stand out on the back hill during thunderstorms and lightning and thunder and everything going on around him, so he was a Yule Gibbon type, ate every stick or acorn he could find in the yard.
Well, yeah, it's better to eat the acorns than to eat the processed acorns that squirrels leave behind.
It's true. For some reason, I just don't have a lot of squirrels in my yard, though. It could be me opening the door and whispering, "Squirrel," Then they go charging out, They could be sound asleep in the other room, and I just whisper it, and they're gone.
Yeah. We took the boys for a walk the other day, and they saw a squirrel, and I was like, "Oh, okay. So this is when they're going to decide that they're going to chase squirrels." And one of them looked at the squirrel, the other didn't even bother to look, and they went back to sniffing whatever they were sniffing.
I do have a funny squirrel story, though. My first Malamute, Kodiak. One afternoon I looked out and he's running back and forth across the backyard and there's a squirrel running in front of him. And mind you, there are 2 trees. But this squirrel is just running back and forth and Kodiak's right on his tail. And he was just about to get him when I think the light went off in the squirrel's brain and he went up the tree. I think Kodiak went halfway up the tree after him.
Good for him.
Oh my God. It's like, squirrel, there's a tree, or there's a fence you can climb over. He's just running back and forth across the yard. I think they were friends and just playing.
Aww.
But we have to know, what did the ferocious, fearless Sergeant Pepper do when all the fireworks were going on?
He doesn't like them. He's not terrified or anything, but he doesn't like it one bit. Especially those, he doesn't mind the popping ones. Pop, pop, boom. It's the squealing ones. Those ones that go, ew.
That's because he thinks it's something he can kill.
Oh, he doesn't like that. Those he'll go like run and die, hide under anywhere he can hide under.
Oh, you got to videotape that. Set off a spilling fire bottle rocket in your house and videotape Sergeant.
You know, it's funny. Calypso doesn't even pay him any attention. You know, I could be sitting on the deck with him on my shoulder watching the ones going off in the neighborhood here.
Aw.
But you put on the Andy Griffin show and he'll probably bob all up and down, right?
No, he's just never really gotten into music.
I had a cockatiel one. This is going to be, folks, if you thought we were going to talk about Farmville, we're just going to
That's
talk about
okay. Locke, you gave me a repeat from last week, so we have at least 3 minutes there.
Yeah, well, we'll need it. We don't have that much to talk about tonight. But I had a cockatiel, like a big Beretta bird, and well, it wasn't
That's
mine.
a
It was
cockatoo.
cockatoo. See, it wasn't mine. Big white bird, you know, one of the big ones like Beretta had on his shoulder. And I was the only one he ever liked. And sure enough, if I turn on the Andy Griffin show with the whistling, he'd just go nuts.
Oh, that's
And then he'd probably learn how to whistle the Andy Griffin show song and never shut up. But anyway, with me tonight, I guess you already know who's with me tonight because we already started talking. But with me tonight, all the way from shower stall number 9 at Love's Truck Stop, it's the wicked Wendy Webcam King.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Yeah, we can talk about pets all night. And we haven't even started talking about Scrabble.
Yeah, we're all playing Words with Friends.
That'll be
Well, some of us are playing, and others are just getting the snot beat out of them. I have beaten Wendy. I have beaten Wendy King, Little Miss I Go to Scrabble tournament. I've been playing this game for 3 weeks, and I never even played Scrabble more than once or twice in my whole life. I've been playing this game for 3 weeks, and I am now beating the Little Miss I Go to Scrabble tournament. I'm a professional Scrabble player. I beat her 5 out of the last 6 games we played.
He's good. I
beat her by 131 points in our last game.
And we're not going to go into the reasons behind that, but there's a reason. But he's good.
Excuses. They're called excuses.
No excuses allowed. I know. I'm the first one to say that. Oh, I didn't get good tiles. Oh, I got only 1 point tiles. No excuses allowed. Anything could happen in the game. So I agree with that. So yeah, just wait. So
anybody out there that plays Words with Friends, yeah, send us an invite. We'll play Words with Friends with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. If you don't like losing, send Eric an invitation.
Or Wendy Harris.
Wendy does good. I just seem to get all the good words on her.
You smacked me a couple of times. Yep.
The very first time I talked Wendy Maris into playing, I put down a 118-point word and beat her by 300 points.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but I think I was still less than around 150 points behind you.
Well, now she's within 100 points. I think she was within 50 points the last time we played.
I didn't get to play my walk because you must have put down your last letter.
I hate when that happens.
I'm using up all my time. Anyway, now we're talking about Words with Friends. It's another Zynga game. I can't see doing a 1-hour radio show about Words with Friends. Yeah, that could get tedious.
We can talk about all the good words we've made. Yeah.
Starting to see the same words come up over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at it this way, Locke. In 2 weeks, we'll be doing a pre-farm game. So, you know.
Oh, God. Pre-farm show 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
And also with us tonight, Little Miss, well, I guess you're not Little Miss. It's Little Miss Wendy King, and it's just Mrs. Wendy Maris. I'm introducing you. I know we're talking, but I got to introduce
Yes, I know. Yeah, and at least I got out of the shower stall before Wendy this week.
Yeah. Didn't have time to wipe it down, but you got out of it.
Yeah, I sprayed it with, so.
We don't want to know what you sprayed it with, trust me.
He's up. Evening, everybody.
And all the way from Colombia, it is Beatriz Rodriguez, Mrs. Pedro Prada.
No. Hi. Hi, everyone.
Buenos días, ¿cómo está usted?
Uy, bien. ¿Y tú cómo estás?
Sí, así.
Yeah,
Muy
Beatrice wants us to play Scrabble in Spanish.
Yeah. B would be the queen
Oh,
of
no doubt
Scrabble.
about it.
Oh, but I'm getting good in words. I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it's probably also helping your English.
Mm-hmm. It does.
I don't think she could pronounce it any better, but
Oh, wait and see.
between translator, spell check, and phonetic speakers, you can learn a language sitting at home on your computer now without having to
Yeah.
follow these freaky little $200 thingies that teach you how to do and don't really teach you the language at all. But also with us tonight, Miss Heather Quattrone. She is in a deep, dark, quiet place. That's our executive producer tonight. And I
Wow.
guess it's time for me. Yeah, we got about 15 minutes done. That should do it. I guess we killed about 15 minutes. So I guess somebody wake Papa up. Did anybody wake Papa up? No, you didn't, did you?
Mhm.
Okie dokie. Enough with all this yippee yappy jibber jabber. I want to hear me some Farmville news already. Mama's getting cranky waiting to hear about all them thingamajiggies. So let's talk about Farmville, dag nabbit.
Okay, we're going to start off with Daily Delights. Tomorrow, we see the start of round 18 of the Daily Delights. And I hope she changes her clothes. You know, she's still in the. She's still in that.
And
It's
she
time
still
for her
hasn't
to
seen a
have-
good dentist or orthodontist get those teeth fixed.
Oh, yeah, get the teeth fixed. It's time for a wardrobe change. Barbara. It's like, you've been in that same outfit all this time. They changed it one time and then now they changed it. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter, but it matters to me. All right. In this feature, we're required to visit our farm each and every day and beg our friends for candy sushi. We can then trade in the sticky sushi for consumables. And if we visit all 7 days, we earn the bonus critter for that day. We start out with, here they go, the Usherettes deer. I knew that looked familiar. This was a 22 Farmville cash item from the Let's Go to the Movies market theme that first appeared in July of last year. In week 2, we have a cheese fashion goat. From the Thanks for the Cheese market theme. This is
Hey, Wendy, why don't you tell us about that time you went to Switzerland and asked why they didn't have any Swiss cheese in Switzerland?
They don't make Swiss cheese in Switzerland. I looked everywhere.
They just call it cheese.
Yeah, really.
I don't understand it. Yeah. Oh gosh, that was anyway. Yeah.
Didn't have any French fries in Paris either, did they?
Yeah. No French fries in Paris. Oh brother, it doesn't make any sense. All right. This thanks.
Russia, did you ask for Russian dressing?
Oh,
I didn't ask for Russian dressing when I was in Russia. I should have. And they would have. No, nobody speaks any English in Russia. That's one thing. No speaky English. Absolutely. That would have been trouble. Okay. Where were we? Oh, this cheese fashion goat is an 18 Farmville cash item from July 2017. And next we see an Apache gorilla, also from July 2017. This was a 16 Farmville cash item from the Flavors of Native America market theme. After that, we have a movie date panda. Oh, a date with a panda for the movies. From the Let's Go to the Movies market theme. And guess what? Yes, it's from July of 2017. Way back when it was a 14 Farmville Cash item. In week 5, we have the chance to earn a Chief Peacock from July of 2017. Again, it was a 12 Farmville Cash item. It's also from the Flavors of Native America market theme. We have a Fish Catcher Horse. I remember him. And that was 28 Farmville Cash from the A Day Out Fishing market theme. And yes, it's from July 2017. Halfway through the 16 new Daily Delights weeks, we have a Gian Parade Horse, a 28 Farmville Cash item from the Gian Matsuri market theme. From where else? July 2017. Okay, that's the first 8 weeks of round 18 of the Daily Delights. And we'll have the scoop on the second half right here next week.
And in case you missed it last week, we have 52 items hidden in the treasures on the Pavlozny Festival Farm. And we now have a complete list for you on our website. Some of the highlights for the hidden critters include a ballet costume horse that looks like an Arabian sheik, a handcraft horse. We have a melty lollipop llama, a Euro winter shark with a Santa hat left over from the last Christmas farm. And we also have a Russo Vogue chicken and a golden egg doll that's also a chicken. The decorators will be happy. We have more than a few cool decos, including a legendary lighthouse, an old wooden well, a Russo water wheel, and the best gnome ever. It's called the Cannonball Stunt, and that gnome is about to be shot out of a cannon. You're right. It is the best gnome ever. For a complete list of all the treasures, please check out our post.
Let's shoot all the gnomes out of the cannons. Yay.
Yeah, really.
Poor gnomes. So in December, I'm going to Dijon, France.
Oh, God, you're going to ask for mustard.
He's going to ask for mustard. Yep.
Do you think they have any Dijon there?
Actually, yeah.
Excuse me, do you have any Dijon? I'm going to ask that everywhere I go. Okay. Last week, the beat event for the Pavlozny Festival went live. Oh boy, I need to go back in and beat that farm. Yikes. Okay, I'm sure many of you have already met all the requirements and we're just waiting for the event to launch. But just in case, we have a checklist. 3-star mastery of your Pavlozny Festival crops, and you'll get 2 Instagrow potions. Expand your Czar's Palace through level 10 and receive 2,000 Pavlozny points. Improve the Sviatki tent to level 5 for 4,000 Pavlozny points. And then here's the dreaded one. Oh my gosh, make all 15 critters in the Izba stable for 5 unwithers. Once all 4 of these tasks are complete, then you'll earn your shipping license and beat trophy. How many have beat Pavlozny already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dirt. I don't mean you, Locke. Or B. Wendy, you probably have.
Oh, yeah, I was ready. I completed that stable.
Oh, you did that. You do that really fast.
I get it done and over with, and usually I'm done. Well, I am. I'm done by general access week.
Oh,
I
that,
think once I made it by Monday of general access.
yeah. I remember a long, long time ago, Wendy was, do y'all remember Wendy was on the show? She wasn't a dirt farmer yet. I remember this. You were on the show as a guest, and I was asking you about whatever farm we were on, and you were like, oh yeah, I'm on animal number 13 or something. And I was like, what? I remember that. You were a guest on the show back.
It costs, some farm cash to have the space to lay down the plots, but and then the insta grows to just keep growing those darn crops over and over. And all of my crafting shops are up to 8, which is the number of those parts that you need to expand for either side. And so I keep a running list of which farm has which part, and just keep going.
You dive in. So you go around to the different farms and you're crafting those parts.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it. All right.
Now, does anybody remember the last farm before the beat event had the self-contained crafting in it?
Ooh.
Well, we had several self-crafting. I mean, we had those horses.
I mean, before it was in the beat event. If you can research and find out what the last farm was that didn't have self-contained crafting in the beat event, that was the last beat event I ever did.
Well, where did they actually start? Was it Holiday Lights?
Yeah, mistletoe? No.
It may have been Holiday Lights or Mediterranean Riviera. I'm not sure. Somebody in the dirt box probably knows.
Now, we had the self-contained crafting that wasn't part of the beat. I mean, it wasn't connected to a farm. We had the yarn barn and the dairy barn and various things like that. But they weren't connected to a specific farm. They weren't themed to a farm. Yeah, I pretty much haven't done the beat event since they put it in there.
Interesting. Well, on with the show, as they say. Farmville's Facebook event for the new Frontier Trail Farm has already started. You may have seen them come across your feeds. And we do hope you will join their event and share as much dirt farmer stuff as possible.
Yeah.
Early access is on July 23rd, and general access is on July 30th. This may be an obvious attempt to use up images for the now sunsetted Frontierville, but it will be our next farm. The sawmill will be our centerpiece buildable. Our unwither ring gifting thingy will be the grain mill, and we will level up using buffalo nickels.
Hey, that's actually pretty clever.
Yeah, it was, yes. The Frontier Store is our crafting cottage. Our self-contained crafting will be the blacksmith's foundry. That's actually kind of cute too. Frontier points will be used to level up the farm. We will be opening our treasure parts with Frontier hammers and Frontier axes. And we will have a new feature attached called the Strike It Rich event. And I'm sure Bees put the link in the box.
So Strike It Rich.
What are we? Hold on, ho.
Whoa.
You mean there's no little hoe on the prairie as to open up our... We don't use the little hoes on the prairie to open up our treasures?
I'm so disappointed. Oh my God.
Pavlosny.
I thought this hoe thing was going to be a regular thing. So we're using what? Hammers and
Axes.
And axes.
Seriously, please, Farmville, if you're listening, give us more hoes.
Yeah, you could not have conquered the West without hoes. I'm sure if you look into the historical, there should be a bordello.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There is. There
And
is.
a brothel.
Oh wow.
We
I
should have
like
a frontier. We should have a frontier brothel where the little hoe on the prairie lives.
Little hoe on the prairie. Oh my gosh.
Did you hear about that recently? That the Little House on the Prairie series of books is being deleted
Yes.
from libraries all over the country, or at least in one. I don't know. I didn't really
New
understand.
Orleans.
It was in New Orleans
Yeah.
because of
Yes.
the racial insensitivity of the writing. Well, I mean, it was the 1800s when it was written. I'm sure they used, no
That's
pun
kind of
intended,
ridiculous.
colorful words that may not seem appropriate these days. But when you're reading literature from 100 years ago and 200 years ago and 1,000 years ago, you make that exception when you read. But anyway, let's see. The Frontierville. We had some additional information. I'll go check out that post. I think Heather loaded it with additional information.
That was Heather, Wendy, Renee, and me.
Oh, okay.
We did a collaboration.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Well, then why don't you read it then? So I don't
That-
have to read it.
Is that about the strike at Rich?
No, right underneath
No.
Strike Ridge. The
Go
frontier-
ahead, Wendy.
The frontier is defined as you got the it's the info link in the show notes.
Oh, okay. Info link in the show notes.
Oh, this is going to take a while.
No, I got it. Oh no, that's
Okay.
the event. That's
Okay,
the event.
the frontier is defined as a region at the edge of a settled area. The American frontier began when Jamestown, Virginia was settled by the English in 1607. In the earliest day of European settlement of the Atlantic coast down to about 1680, the frontier was essentially any part of the interior of the continent beyond the fringe of the existing settlements along the Atlantic coast and eastern rivers. The American frontier, in quotations, ended with the admission of the last mainland territories as states in 1912. The American frontier was around until 1912.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
No.
You want me to read it?
Go ahead. Mine
A
is
pioneer. Okay, this is so cool, and I love that picture. Y'all got to look at this post. A pioneer, also known as a settler, is a person who is migrated to an area established permanent residence there, often to live in the area. The pioneers were the first people to settle in the frontiers of North America. Many of the pioneers were farmers. Yay! Others moved west, wanting to establish a business. During the 17 to 1800s, American pioneers migrated westward by the thousands in search of opportunity and inexpensive land. There were doctors, blacksmiths, ministers, shop owners, lawyers, veterinarians, and many others. They went to Oregon, Texas, and California too, and other areas of the frontier for the land. This land was available for homesteading, and much of it was free or very cheap. The farmland was rich and fertile. And I didn't know this. I found this when I was doing this with B. The gateway to the west. Did you know all of these people left out of the same place? This gateway to the west was out of the town of Independence, Missouri. I did not know that. So they all gathered in Independence, Missouri, and they'd leave from there. Independence is
I really think, unless they had Google and
well,
maps.
GPS.
these
Yeah,
trails
GPS.
and stuff.
I mean, it was the gateway because that's where a lot of them, but I'm sure some took off from other places.
I wasn't sure where Independence was. It's a suburb of Kansas City, or it's right outside of Kansas City. So that's where they all left from, and they'd take these trails. These brave pioneers traveled in wagon trains through the prairie and over the mountains. Can you imagine? Their path followed the wagon trails, such as the California Trail and the Oregon Trail. The journey would take months. I read about 5 months, and was often very treacherous due to wild animals, sickness. A lot of people died of sickness on that route. Roving bands of criminals and sometimes hostile Indians. Very interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this farm.
You mean you'll actually go back and play this farm?
I'm planning to, yeah.
Now, there would be no pioneers at all if the Native Americans just had immigration laws.
Seriously.
We wouldn't have been allowed to come over.
Yeah, you want to keep reading?
No, go ahead. You got the next one's yours.
Okay. All right, this Wednesday, I'm going to talk about community goals. This Wednesday, we'll see the newest update to the trio of challenges known as the community goals. A great and easy way to earn Instagrows, Unwithers, and super fertilizers. Let's take a look at our limited edition crop. We'll need to harvest 6,000 carnival spirals. The carnival spiral is a 23-hour crop, which will be in the market at the normal update time, about 13 hours before the leaderboard begins. This week's locked crop challenge will ask us to harvest 300 cherry mushroom plots. The cherry mushroom is a Pavlozny festival crop that takes 8 hours to grow. And finally, in our locked crop challenge, we'll see us making 12 Magician's Trinket Box recipes. The Magician's Trinket Box is a 2-hour, 1-star Syapki tent recipe and requires 3 steps pumpkin bushels at 16 hours, 3 heart mint bushels at 10 hours to grow, and 3 gem encrusted cucumber bushels at 4 hours, and that's per recipe.
And now we have the Dirt Farmer Foundation cost for this month. The cost is July is the summer sun safety tips and guide for everyone. So what we want here is for you, all of you, to learn how to protect yourself, your family, and your pets from the sun and the heat this summer season. So we have information about heat waves, how to prevent them, what to do when it happens, how to protect children, pets. That is a very difficult issue. So we show you how to make CPR, how they can get heat strokes and help them. All of this to preventing people what is skin cancer, eyes damage. And we give a lot of tips, especially we want everyone to use sunscreen this summer. And we give several charities that help with skin cancer and that give skin cancer awareness. So check this guide and hope you can share it too.
Yeah, that's a good guide. And dogs will burn their little paws on the pavement.
On the asphalt out walking.
No.
Shoes.
Yeah, we go for extra long walks in the middle of the day when they piss me off.
Oh, the pavement is so hot.
Yeah. My two take care of themselves. They've got a doggy door, so they go in and out all the time. But they certainly have discovered where the air conditioning vents blow in the house.
They'd probably get inside your refrigerator if you'd let them.
Actually, with that double coat, it's not unusual for them to lay outside in the sun. My Chow Chow had a cinnamon red coat, and he'd lay out on the patio in the blazing sun, and his coat would get so hot you could barely touch it. But because of his double coat, he was nice and air conditioned.
So. Okay, yeah, I want to see a picture of Locke's dogs with shoes on, little doggy shoes. You can buy it; they have them at PetSmart. I've seen them.
Okay. I will never step foot in PetSmart again.
He's finally wisened up.
I went once.
Where
I bought a collar for twice as much as I could have got it anywhere else, and it broke the first week. As the dog was darting toward the road.
Oh gosh.
And the good one, not the one I want to get rid of.
No.
Who did you decide is a good one?
Buford's the good one.
Buford.
Anybody
I knew he
look-
was going to say Buford.
Buford.
Yeah, the one with the red collar, the red harness. If anybody ever sees the pictures of that.
Poor
post.
Johnny.
Poor Johnny.
Johnny doesn't like anything.
Johnny, what will
He's
become
a
of you?
miserable soul. He is. He'll give his tail half a wag when it's time to eat. But other than that, Buford's like, he's just, oh, you're here. Okay, let's go play. And Johnny's like, screw this.
All right, next up is the saga continues. Johnny and Buford. Okay, the next up is Battleground. Congratulations to the winner of last week's Battleground Memory Sticks Challenge. That's the week ending July 1st. And that's Rosemarie Robinson. Congratulations, Rosemarie. And this week's new challenge is Independence Day celebration. It's about to end. This reward for the winner of this challenge will be a Papa Dirt prize, your choice of any unwithering or double statue from the market. If you're not a member of Battleground Group, join today and invite your friends.
And in just a few hours, we will be able to unlock our 4th land expansion on the Pavlozny Festival Farm. The Little Urals visual there, sorry. Can be all yours if you can upgrade your Tsar's Palace to level 4, unwrap 15 mystery presents in your Carnival Opera, and reach Pavlozny Festival level 42. You will also earn a confetti stand deco building and a Chasey Tower deco building.
So the little urinals, that's the piss pot of Russia.
Oh God.
That is funny. So that's the new land expansion. Okay, I'll have to look for that. Okay, and Tuesday.
It will be the one with the little pink teardrop above it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hope it doesn't turn yellow.
Say something else. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, Tuesday we can expect to see the release of the Boy Bumba countdown. We've seen this before. I recognize that name. Boy Bumba.
How many farms ago was that?
Oh gosh. Yeah, we have 16 stamps to collect and a 17th bonus reward. Due to the inexplicable need of the Farmville studio to no longer
Inexplicable.
Due to the inexplicable need of the Farmville studio to no longer code the day stamp, we have no idea in what order they'll be released, but we do know what the rewards will be. Okay, here we go. We have a shaman bear, a teal feathered lion. We see a festive attire bull. We have a hypno chicken, a festive camo cow. There's a Bumbodromo duck. Oh, Bumbodromo. Oh, let's see, Bumbodromo duck. Oh, I like that. A floral camo nomette. There's a Boy Bumba goat, a Boy Bumba hippo, a Brazilian festive deer. We have a Parentis palm tree, a majestic parade peacock. We see a festive camo pegasus, an elegant festive pig, a fiery mane pony. Oh, it's a fiery mane. His mane is on fire. Oh gosh. And a Bumbodromo sheep. Starts this week. Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday.
Sure?
Tuesday.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You don't really sound so sure. We do have a post up, and it is a little bit out of the ordinary from what we usually post, just because we had to scavenge for this information at the last minute. You can see the items, especially if you click on them and blow them up. We should have that post revamped as soon as everything goes live and we can actually see it instead of just sneaky see it.
Farmville quests, oh we love those Farmville quests. Planting crops, making crafts, oh my god this really sucks, look out! We've got a Farmville quest, we gotta do the quests, there's always another quest, oh no we've got a quest!
Alright, everybody hold down the applause. Carnival Day. Thank you. Please take your seats. Carnival Day is the name of our Chapter 6 quest for the Pavlosny Festival Farm. We expect this quest to start in the next few hours, and it will run for 1 week with 6 stages that we need to bake, plot, and craft our way through. You can get a jump on that crafting by making... See, Locke, I can read around your typos there. By making 3 winged brooch recipes and 3 serpentine recipes in the Sviatki tent. In all, we will need to craft 15 recipes, and we will need 120 bushels from 14 different crops. Crimson sunflower crops will take 18 hours to grow for their bushels. For all of our efforts, we can expect to earn a Moldova-style gnome. Is that the one in the cannon?
Aim the one at the cannon at this one and take 2 gnomes out with one.
A garden rest deco. Okay, it's a patio set, so, you know. Next we see
it's a covered patio set. We have to.
Well, this is true. Yes, it is. I've seen the pictures, so. Next we see a Ural meadow sheep. We have a nomad's kitchen deco that's basically a pot hanging over a fire. We will have a steppe flower cow, and finally a night lotus horse.
Well, this is a rarity because we all know how much Wendy likes to talk. And we've got about 14 minutes, not including the time we need to play the a good 10 minutes of talking left.
She can do it.
I'm thinking she can. I'm wondering where Stewie's at. Oh, here he is.
So, Wendy, you gonna read us a novel now? Gonna take all our time reading the quest story? Gonna read it even though nobody wants to hear it?
Of course I am.
I have faith, yeah.
Okay, and this thing sounds familiar too. I'm telling you, this Thursday we'll see the start of the Gian Matsuri quest. Does that ring a bell with anybody else besides me?
We hit the whole Matsuri thing with the last Asian farm.
Oh yeah,
we had a couple of countdowns. We probably had some other themes too.
I think we've had this. We may have had this festival too as a quest. Okay, what is Gian Festival? Gian Matsuri. Okay, Gian Festival is not only famous as one of 3 the biggest festivals in Kyoto, but also one of the typical festivals in Japan. More than 1 million visitors each year come to see this most popular festival, which is listed in UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage. Oh yeah, when I travel, I always look for UNESCO. Yeah, those are the places to go. This festival originated as a religious ceremony to appease the gods during an outbreak of plague in 869. Wow.
Wait. In what year?
869?
No, say it the way you just said it.
869.
Nobody else finds that hilarious.
Why? It's
Well, you know how you say 69 in Japanese, don't you?
No.
Tukenchu.
Tukenchu.
869. Oh, that's just okay. Never mind. Maybe it's just me.
Hey, 869. That's what it is. 8 Tukenchu. All right, Jian Festival owes its name to Jian District in Kyoto. But the main events of this festival do not take place in the district, but rather at Shijo Kawamachi and Shijo Karasuma area. That's where they are. Floats displayed are lit up with dozens of lanterns, and the festive music known as Jian Bayashi, which signify advent of summer to locals, can be heard everywhere in the area. Indistinct lanterns lighted on lights on the displayed floats give fantastical and nostalgic atmosphere, and visitors are fascinated with the visual scene. Sounds beautiful. Interestingly enough, the rewards and post ask fors are all cherry themed. The quest is named Jian Matsuri for the Japanese festival that occurs throughout the month of July and is to appease the gods as mentioned above. Complete with floats and much more. But the Cherry Blossom Festival is the Sakura Festival in April each year. That's right. And we know Sakura very well.
So they did all cherries for this that's not the cherry blossom. I think that's what Heather was trying to say in the post. This is the Matsuri Festival, not the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Okay.
But yet they did the whole thing in frickin' cherries. So this is probably a repeat of the Sakura quest from last year with different colored critters, and they called it Matsuri, which is cherry. Because if I'm taking direct, if you'd like me to translate everything you just said into redneck, this is the Summer County Fair.
Sounds like it, but in Japan. All right, now on to the quest. For the crafting aspect of this quest, we'll need to make 20 recipes between the spa, bakery, and winery. In all, we need 165 bushels from 24 different crops. Broccoli bushels will take 46 hours to grow. We better plant those really soon. We'll be begging for 9 cherry-themed items and plotting for 8 different crops, including this week's limited edition crop. The 23-hour Matsuri fruit crop will be needed in stages 2 and 4.
Before you go any further, we got folks in the dirt box that quest all the time, and they're saying the Matsuri Festival was just here in a quest in April.
Oh. So see?
They got their festivals mixed up and did all this cherry crap that should have been the Sakura. Oh, damn.
Yeah, I think that it's different, the Gion Matsuri, than only the Matsuri. One is for the cherry things and the other one is for the lanterns.
No, that's Sakura.
Oh, Sakura Yamamoto, I don't know.
Okay. All right, go ahead and finish up.
They messed up. Okay. All right. For all our efforts, we'll earn an elegant Matsuri fountain.
Oh, I get it. Matsuri means festival. So there's Jian Matsuri and there's Sakura Matsuri.
Aha.
Aha. Why didn't you listen to B when she told you that the first time?
Okay. I'm totally confused.
That's normal. Everything is right in the world.
A book of XP is our next big prize, followed by a 3-pack of turbochargers, a red Matsuri sheep, an unwither, a super fertilizer, a cherry fruit pig, an Instagrow potion, and a cherry fruit pegacorn.
So a cherry fruit pig, that would be like a bacon flavored cherry popcorn, right?
Hmm.
Mm.
Bacon.
Yeah, that or one of those little fruit. You ever had those little fruit pies you get from the convenience stores?
Oh yeah.
I bet you have.
I
You wrap some bacon around one of those, that would be your cherry fruit pig. I am not kidding. And you didn't read anywhere near slow enough.
Oh, I would totally eat that. Well, can we go back to that? We didn't introduce the characters for the next new farm.
Well,
I just
you have a list. We're
Yeah.
not on the new farm show yet.
No, but they're coming, and one of them looks like Papa Dirt.
Yes.
Go ahead, talk about it. I mean, you already talked about 869. They're talking about Pikachu in the in the dirt box right now because of my toucan chew. You know what 68 is, Wendy?
No.
You do me, and I owe you one.
Oh gosh! I thought you were gonna give me the Japanese. Oh god. Okay. Back to this frontier trail kind of looking farm. We're going to see all types related to the American frontier history. Listen to some of these animals such as the bombardier bear, the admiral deer, and the redcoat deer. Represent several military ranks in the British Army. Items like the Frontier Rangers describe the U.S. Army Rangers' history preceding the Revolutionary War. Additional evidence of colonial and Revolutionary War presence is on this farm, too, such as the colonial nightcap tree, the big cat commander lion, the colonial bread factory, and the colonist captain. Also find a long list of animals and trees representing the Native Americans who lived in the prairies before the pioneers arrived, like the Cherokees, Navajo, Mohawks, and Oneidas. Examples are the walrus Navajo, the Mohawk bison, the Cherokee warrior Pegasus, and the wampum tree. Okay, and the Old West is back in this farm with items like the cowboy boot palm tree and the Old West bear. And originally, pioneers and the pioneers' life will be seen all across the farm with many items including the pioneers' windmill and the pioneers' lake cabin. And here's some of the characters for our own American frontier-themed Farmville farm, the Frontier Trail. Our new characters will be, looks like there's a little girl named Carmela, and she's cute. She's got the big bonnet on. Y'all look at this post. Then there's, we even have a last name, Carmela Redinger. And then there's John Hardy. He's the strapping young man who has his like cowboy hat on. Then there's Booker Hardy. Booker Hardy, that's the name of the guy that kind of looks like Papa Dirt.
Yeah, you ever wonder what happened to the Hardy Boys? Now you know.
Oh, yeah, there they are. The Hardy Boys. John Hardy and Booker Hardy. He's got the big bushy beard, but he looks like Papa Dirt, except he doesn't look like he's drunk. He looks like he's sober.
But that was back in the continental times before he started drinking. All right, guys, that is all the time we have for tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Not 100% sure if we're going to do anything tomorrow night, Monday at 9 p.m. We might have a show. We might not. I never really know until it's like 8:30 and I go, I don't really want to do this. But stuff gets in the way. I got to give up that Monday night time slot. We will be right back here next Sunday with another brand spanking new Dirt Farm Alive Farmville radio show. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Check us out at farmvilledirt.com. You're actually here right now. Go ahead, play around. Click like a million of those little links that you see all over our website. Trust me, you can't go wrong. Till then, we'll see you next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.